video. Today we're going to be working on our cartwheels. So as always, we're going to start off with our pulse raiser and then we're going to move on to our stretches. So to start off with, we're going to do our pulse raiser. I'm not sure what song we're going to do it to yet. I'll search up on it in a minute and we'll get going, okay? So first of all, make sure you have a drink with you. Make sure you've got plenty of space with you. Make sure you've got something soft below you and you have a parent watching you as well, okay? I don't want anybody getting injured or doing something and it's the wrong technique, okay? So make sure you've got an adult with you just so they can see what you're doing and making sure you're doing it correctly, okay? So let's get started. We're going to start off with our pulse raiser, okay? So the next clip will be that. Right, hop in on this bit. Wait, hang on, wait. Stand up, go. Slow pulse to start off with. Good, let's do jumping like ski jumps. Right, hop in. Good, switch. Jump in. Stop. Right, march in. Jump side side. Right, march in. Right, star jump. Right, ski jump. Right, march in. Hop in one foot. Switch. Right, jump in. No buffer. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Buffer in. Have a bit of a breather. Right, marches. Rescue jumps, slow. Slow. Right. Quick. Right, hop. Switch. Good. Slow. Right, march in. Side jump. March in. And tired. Good job, right, everybody go grab some drink and then we'll get ready for stretching. Okay, so now we're going to start on with our stretches. We've got to work head to toe. Okay, we are going to be doing a lot on our wrists and our ankles and stuff like that. Okay, so because we're doing cartwheels, I think I've said that. So let's get started. Start off with our head. Okay, turn to one side, turn to the other side, turn back, and back again. Right, half circles facing down, so one side, the other side. Good, one more each side. Good, right, facing backwards, okay, so you're looking up nice and slowly on these ones here. And there. Good. One more. Good, right, circle our arms backwards. Nice and straight, not too quick. Good, forwards. Good, and one arm all the way, one the other way. Good, and the other way. Good, okay, so lean over to one side. Make sure this arm is glued to your ear. Good, over to the side. Good, big stretch up. Down the middle. Good, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, stretch over to one side again. Over to the side. Good, down the middle, we're going to do 10 pulses this time, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, right, legs together. Big stretch up, hold for 10 when we get to the bottom, okay? Legs straight, knees straight, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, big stretch up again. This time we're going to do the pulses, okay? Legs straight. Don't go too much, okay? Just a little bit. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, okay. So, shake your legs about. In straddle on the floor, okay? Good, okay. So we're going to cross over to one side. Hold. Good. Over to the other side. Good. Down the middle, hold for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, back up. Make sure you've got pointed toes and straight legs. Okay, down again, we're going to do 10 little pulses. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And legs upright. Good. Down as far as you can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Down 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, on your hands and knees, we're going to warm up our wrists. Okay, this is important for today. Good, side to side. Good, facing in towards our knees. Good, hands facing forward. Good, in the middle, side to side. Good, facing in towards our knees. Good, shake hands well. Well done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is butterfly. My brain gone to mush. Right, so start off just normal, okay, not too far out, not too far in, okay, just normal, where you're going to stretch forwards, hold for 10, try and get your nose on your feet, okay, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. Move your feet out slightly, nose on the floor on the inside of your legs, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I almost forgot So we're going to 10 then. Good, I could say that all day. Right, bring your feet in, nose on the floor on the outside, okay? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to stretch our ankles. Okay, so you just kind of relax a little bit. Okay, foot to here. Okay, start off with it pointed. You're going to hold on to your ankle, hold on to your toes, and you're just going to go around. So it's pointed as much as you can and flexed. You're going to do it like 10 circles one way and then 10 circles the other way. Good. And the other side. Good. And the other way. Right, just point those toes, flex those toes, try and get your heels off the floor. Point, flex, point, and 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 flex. 1 foot pointed, 1 foot flexed, and the other way, and the other way. Good, you should be feeling it here. Okay, good, okay. Flap those feet about. Good, right. This time we're going to go into seal. Okay, so just start off nice and relaxed. Feet can be apart. Just relax to start off with. Good, stretch your shoulders out. So your bum has to be above your knees. Don't let it be like this. Don't let it be like this, okay? So your bum has to stay above your knees, armpits to the floor. Good? Back into seal. Okay, this time I want you to concentrate on forcing your hips to the floor and pushing your shoulders back. Good? Stretch again. Good. Back into seal. This time you can have your feet together or feet apart. Bend your legs up, see if you can touch your head with your feet, okay? I'm not as flexible, okay? So hold for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now this time, what I would like you to do is, oh my god, I completely forgot. Go to bridge. My god, my brain today. Right, so you're going to start off shape number 1, then shape 2, shape 3, okay? Even I've got to stretch my back out as well, because as you know, my bridge isn't that good. However, I managed to get my bridge, my back walk over. Okay, so shape number 1, good. Hold. Shape 2, good. Shape 3, good. Now relax. Do 3 rock and rolls. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this time go to shape number 1, shape 2, and this time when you push up into shape number 3, what you can do is you can either hold your bridge, hold it for 10, or you can lift one leg up, or you can try and kick over, something like that, okay? But I would like you to try and hold the bridge shape, whether it's with one leg up or down, okay? So push up, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Okay, now you can kick over, you can relax, okay? Just chill out a bit, do a few more rock and rolls, and then we'll get started with today. So, what we're going to work on, okay? So, for the beginners, I've got a little checklist on the floor here, okay? So, for the beginners, what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with how we do our cartwheel, okay? So, learning our cartwheel, because some of us might be at the beginning stage, some of us might be at the end stage of the cartwheel. However, we're just going to go through this, okay? So let me just grab these. So to start off with, when we work on our handstands, we do a falling tree, okay? So with our cartwheels, we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so normally the same leg as your handstand. Yeah, normally same leg as your handstand. Okay, so what you're going to do is stretch up into toes, fall forwards. Okay, whichever foot is forwards is the one you do. Okay, so I'm just going to go here, put one foot forward to this position. Okay, so do that again, forward, kind of a bit like a falling tree. You don't want it to be like that because a cartwheel is more controlled. Okay. Where of course a handstand is controlled as well, but you kind of control as your hands are going down. So the beginning bit can fast, so you get a bit of a kick. Okay, so here you want to control into it, just do that. Okay, now what we're going to do is whichever leg is in front, okay, so for me it's this leg, okay, the one furthest away from you guys. This leg means my hands have to face that direction, okay, if that makes any sense. So my hands, let's say this is my beginning bit of my cartwheel, my hands have to go like this. Okay, so that's all we're going to do, is the lunge, hands, hands. Okay, try and put it in a straight line, try and keep your feet in a straight line, and your hands in the line as well, okay? Here. Okay, if it's hard to go in the line, what I'd like you to do is put your hands on the other side of your foot, so here. Okay? That's a lot easier than, of course, if your hand's there, okay? So that's kind of an easier option plus the actual option, okay? So there, like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do what I call a baby cartwheel, okay? So this one's just a small cartwheel. It's kind of hard to explain, actually. So what you're going to do, when we're doing our cartwheel, we're going to do a quarter cartwheel, okay? So instead of finishing in a dead straight line where you finish here, we're going to start off with, and I'm going to finish here. Okay? So, what you do, you can start off with bent legs, so you can do it like this. Okay? Or you can do it properly with straighter legs. Okay? You can even do it less than that one as well. So, just straighter legs, like that. Okay? Maybe not draw something on the floor. Maybe have, I don't know, a pillow here. Okay? So you can see which way your feet need to be. Or, maybe have something on the floor just to give you that kind of idea. Okay? So, again, quarter cartwheel. Like that. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to do a little bit more than that, okay? So instead of landing here, we're going to land at a diagonal, okay? So again, you can move that pillow, so your aim is you get your feet in line with that pillow. Hands still in the same place, and you start at the same place every single time. Good? Okay? Concentrate. Make sure the beginning bit's right, and the end bit will be good as well. Good. One more like this, and then we'll go a little further. Like that, okay? Now we're going to do a proper cartwheel. Okay, so straight line, facing. So you've got to face the way you've just come. Okay? Good. Just like that, okay? And again. Good. One more on this side. Or one more like this. Good. Okay, what you can use, okay, you can use, if you've got little, I don't know, little spots, or you could use, I don't know what you can actually use. Try and find something instead of these, okay? So for my classes, I sometimes use this, okay? And this is really helpful. So parents, if you've got something, you can maybe even draw feet on pieces of paper or something, okay? If you've got feet where you've got little spots, okay, you can put them in the right positions, okay? So what I've done is I've just brought one foot, okay? I've brought one foot for each side, which I probably should have brought two, and I've got my hands, okay? So what you're going to do, because what loads of people get confused with is which foot needs to land at the end, which one needs to land first at the end, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a cartwheel, we're going to make sure that the foot that's at the back is the one that lands first. Okay, loads of people get confused. Don't worry, loads of people end up doing this. Totally get it, that's perfectly fine. But we've got to try and get out of the habit and do a proper cartwheel, okay? So here. use that sort of setup, you can come up with your own sort of thing to help you go in a dead straight line. Okay, so that's the starting off with our cartwheels, okay? So, okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to move these out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work, I'm going to show you what a proper cartwheel should look like, okay? So if you're ever competing it or you want to put it in a dance but you want to make it look beautiful, this is the way I would like it personally, okay? Some coaches and teachers are different. But for me, it's stretch, 1 foot front, finish, and stretch, and then feet together, okay? So this is just kind of like, it's a posh one. What I like to call it, because you should have your chin up, everything should be stretched, chest up. Like that. Good? And again. Like that, okay? Another kind of helpful thing you can do, okay, which I sometimes do with my shoes, my gymnasts, okay, is you can put a mat up against the wall. This I would only do if you are 100% sure you can do it in a straight line. Okay, because normally if you're going to do like a quarter one or a little bit more, you end up folding your body in a way and you don't want to hit your head on here. Okay, so if you've got a crash mat, I would use a crash mat. Okay, so what you're going to do on here is you can put your hands on the closest to the wall. You can do okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do a cartwheel, okay, and you're just going to aim to put your back flat on the wall. Okay, that's all it is, and you're going to try and land on the other side. It is quite difficult, but this is to help you do it in a dead straight line. If we were in like a class, what we normally do is we'd either do this with like a block here, so it forces you to go in that dead straight line. Okay, so start here, kind of got to start with your armpit up against the wall, like that. Okay, and again. Good. And again. Good. Just like that, okay? Now what you can do, this one's even harder. So unless you are 110% sure that you can do this with your back flat against it and your cartwheel's dead straight, I would not even attempt doing what I'm about to do, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to face it this way with your stomach against the wall, okay? And your aim as you do it, you've got to aim not to have your feet hit the wall. Okay, so start further out, just to get used to it. Okay, that's my bad leg, one more side on the side. So if you're doing facing the wall, you've got to start on the opposite side. Okay, so here, stretch, like that. Okay, and then you get closer and closer and closer to the wall. Okay, so now I'm in the middle of the mat. Good. And the last one. Good. Okay, so I know the wall's there, and I'm bringing myself away from it when I finish, okay? Just because, of course, you don't want to bump into it, okay? Again, unless you are 110% sure that you are amazing at your cartwheels, you just want to learn how to make them straighter, and you know that you are straight, I would practice that, okay? So, only do that if you are 110% sure that you can do it, okay? So, everybody go grab yourself a drink, okay? And come back at the end. Everybody go grab themselves a drink, and then we will get started with some other stuff. Okay, so once you have done, once you have learned how to do your cartwheel, there is some variations of kind of like the basic cartwheel that you can do at home, okay? So this includes stuff like a bad leg cartwheel, okay, which you can do the exact same steps. So start off with, I've got to try my bad leg now. Start off with like a quarter cartwheel, then slightly more cartwheel, then a big cartwheel, okay? And again, whichever leg is in front, your hands have got to point that same way, okay? So I'm starting on the opposite side, because otherwise you can't see me and I'll sat on my back to you. So here I'm just going to go through stages really quick. Okay, make sure you go from one foot to the other, so from the start it's different to the beginning. Okay, and again. Good. Again. Good, just like that, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to do slightly more. Okay, and of course my bad leg is worse than my good leg, okay, so please bear in mind. Again, you can use pillows, you can use the hands and feet, okay, anything to help you out, like that. Okay, now, full cartwheel. Good. Okay, of course some people's cartwheels won't be as good as this, some people's might be better than mine, okay, so please don't judge. Like that, okay? So again, what I could do to help improve it would be to do something against the wall. However, I personally would not be comfortable enough to do the stuff flat against the wall, which I just showed you, okay? So that's just kind of something you can do to work on your bad leg cartwheel. Right, so back to the normal cartwheel. What we're going to do is, there's two types of normal cartwheel you can do. So you can do a side to side, and you can also do a quarter turn cartwheel, that's what it's called, okay? So side to side, of course, you start in like a big star, like this, and finish in a star, okay? Same thing, make sure you focus on one point, focus on the same sort of point, okay? Imagine you've got to draw a line, okay? Well, it's not a line, it's more like a V, like that, okay? So focus on something, focus again. Okay, so that is a side-to-side cartwheel. Quarter-turn cartwheel is you turn in to there. Okay, so just like a normal cartwheel would be, that's what a quarter-turn is. You can do a side-to-side to a quarter-turn. You could do a quarter-turn into a side-to-side. Like that. Okay, so you can do your own variation of the two cartwheels. Okay, now, one-handed cartwheel. Right, so for our one-handed cartwheel, what you can do is you can practice, go straight into it, okay? But some people aren't that confident with it, okay? So whichever, okay, the most important thing is making sure which arm you're doing it with. Some people find it easier to do it with the wrong arm, but you shouldn't be doing it with that arm, okay? So, let's say I'm this leg, which I am, okay? The hand that I would use when I'm doing one-handed, okay, is the same side. Okay, so imagine you're just facing here, that's my leg that I lead with, that's the hand that goes on the floor, not this one, okay? So, the other one can go by side, here, you can hold on to your whatever you like, okay? I personally like it behind or straight, okay, as long as it looks pretty. So here, hand still faces the same way, concentrate on this arm being strong, okay, because of course this is the one arm that's protecting your head, okay? So you need to make sure this is strong so you can do it. So here, like that, okay? I'll show you again. Good, I'll show you one more time. Good. Okay, so that is your kind of one arm cartwheel, okay? But what we can do is we can do it on the other arm, okay? Which I find a lot harder and it's not as safe. So if you were going to do this, concentrate on using this one, okay? So here, this arm, I find this so much harder, okay? Like that. Okay, of course it's not as prettier because I don't practice like that, okay? Because I don't like it as much. I personally believe the other one, and of course if you're ever competing it, they like the same arm and the same leg. Good. I'll do one more. Like that. Okay, so that is of course our cartwheels. Alright, now we're going to move on to something else What else are we doing? Okay, so this time we're going to work on dive cartwheels, okay? So with dive cartwheels, I'm going to show you off something, and then I'm going to show you on the floor. Your dive cartwheel, you need to have flight. So the whole point of a dive cartwheel and a normal cartwheel is that it's hard to explain. You have to make sure that you are in the air at any point, okay? So if you did this, it's quite hard to see it full on, but if you did it in slow motion, this is the best way to see it. If you do it in slow motion, you can see you in the air, okay? So nothing can be touching the floor at one time. It can be a split second, okay? But that's what it is, okay? So I'm going to start showing you off something, so I'll use the wedge as a vlog. I'll show you off there, okay? You'll definitely see the height, okay? But this is really important. You need to make sure you've got the technique right for this, because this leads on to, of course, hard things, so such as your free cartwheel, stuff like that, okay? So, for your dive cartwheel, okay, you need to make sure you're here and drive up, okay? So again, same technique really for your free cartwheel, you just don't do anything with your arms. Your chest has got to come down to your front leg, so when you're lunging, this is why the lunge is important, your chest comes down, okay, this leg's bent, your bottom leg, ignore my arms for now, your bottom leg drives up, and your bottom leg here drives and straightens at the same time, okay? So it like hops for you. So you've got to kind of do that, okay? But of course a lot faster and a lot more like precise and angry, okay? So if you do this right, you'll be able to do the dive properly, okay? Some people like calling this a pop cartwheel, but there is also another sort of pop cartwheel type thing. So dive cartwheels, you're diving into it, okay? Loads of people like to kind of push their hands off. So for a pop cartwheel, which I'll show you now, it's just kind of like a normal cartwheel, like that, okay? That again is actually quite important as well, because it's helpful just to kind of work your chest up like as if you're finishing a free cartwheel. Pop cartwheels, like that, okay? I'll show you one more. These are good. You can practice these as well. Okay? If you watch that compared to my normal cartwheel, it's faster. It's a lot faster. The faster you are, the more power you put into it, the better it will be. So that's a pop cartwheel. I'm going to show you the dive cartwheel on this first, and then onto the floor. Okay? Make sure you get yourself a drink, which I'm going to just now. Get yourself a drink, and we'll get started on dive cartwheels. Okay, so dive cartwheels. If you're doing this for the first time, I would start on something lower, just so you get used to it, because with, of course, dive cartwheels, you're landing on your hands, and of course, if you land in the wrong place, it can ache a bit and it can hurt a bit, okay? So you've got to make sure you're not doing it from much of a height, and you get used to it before you go to something higher. Okay, it sounds crazy, but this is just what you do, okay? I've done dive cartwheels all my life, basically, okay? So this is kind of just what I do, all right? So, here, on here, okay? Remember, chest down to here, this leg drives up, and this leg hops, okay? So, think of, I don't know, hopping and driving all at the same time. Think of a single word that when you're doing it, especially if you're like doing this if you're like free cartwheels, think of a word or think of a phrase when you're going down to do it to make you do it, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. So here, my arms will stay up on the dive cartwheel. They won't go anywhere, okay, because it's kind of cheating. Dive cartwheel, you have to have your arms straight. Okay, it has to look like you're going for a cartwheel and yet you dive into it. Okay, same sort of thing with like a front, with a dive forward roll. You're going to dive into a forward roll. You're not going to do like part front somersault and then go, no, I'm going to forward roll out. Okay, so you've got to make it look like you're going for a forward roll, but just high. So like a cartwheel, but high. So here, there, like that. Okay? Could even do it better than that actually. Good, so you can see my feet are nearly landing. Okay, my feet are landing nearly at the same time as my hands. Okay, so this means that my dive cartwheels are good off here, and if I properly went for it, I could probably do a free cartwheel, okay? It's the same sort of thing. Of course, make sure you have an adult watching you. Okay, so that's what our dive cartwheel is. I'll do one more here, and then I'll do a few on the floor. Okay, so what I'll hopefully do is I'll slow down one of them so you can see it. Right, so dive cartwheels on the floor. Another thing as well to help, especially on the floor, that judges and maybe coaches like to look at is they like to see your hands go from one direction to the other. Judges really like this for me because I could get my hand all the way around. When you do that, it shows that you've got enough power and enough height to do it, okay? Because otherwise, if you don't go that high, you're not going to be able to get your hands around, okay? So if you watch mine, here, like that, okay? Okay, my hands don't drive. If I was going for a free cartwheel, they would be driving. I'll do one more, and hopefully I'll slow it down if I remember. Okay, so that is a dive cartwheel for you, okay? So that's kind of a prep and what you can do at home useful. So, there's a few more things you can do against the wall. These ones are slightly more advanced, okay? So, what I'm going to do on here to start off with is you're going to start the cartwheel, stop halfway through, and then kick down. And then I'm going to do the same again, but I'm going to carry it on. Okay, but you do like to stop in the middle, okay? So I'm just going to start off. Okay, actually let's move it so slightly. So here, cartwheel, hold. Good. And again. Good. One more like this. Now, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to stop and then carry on, okay? Good. Good. One more. Okay, so that's something you can do. A slightly more advanced one would be the Shanley handstand. So here, to handstand, cartwheel out. Okay, and again. Good, one more. You can do either way. And of course, you've got to try and lift up instead of jump. Like that. Okay, so that's just a few things you can do against the wall. Now we're going to move them out. Like that. Okay, so that's just a few things that you can do at home, okay? Okay, so another sort of not beginner thing, but another thing you can work on once you've got your cartwheels is round-offs, okay? So this is quite difficult when you've got nothing springy underneath you, so if you have a trampoline, you can work on these on a trampoline or something like that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you using the block or the wedge, and that's what I think. I'll have a go using the blocks to start off with, pardon me. Okay, so just to start off with, up here, actually, no, I won't, no. Right, so to start off, we're going to do round-offs, okay? This isn't the best thing to use. If you've got something longer, I would use that, okay? Because I'm going to have to make the beginning part of my round-off really short, just because this is quite short. So, I'm going to show you again for a round-off. You need to push off, land 2 feet together, okay? So it's a cartwheel beginning, push, land 2 feet. It's part of your tumbling. I'm hearing voices. It's part of your tumbling, okay? So it's really important for you to make sure you get this properly, and then we can work on to other stuff in the future, okay? So what you're going to do is, on here, I'm going to show you start off with. Hands are going to go on the block, so I get that push and land of my feet, okay, on the mat. That is the aim of this, okay? However, this will be very short beginning, so don't look at the beginning of it, look at the end of it, okay? So here, like that, okay? It will be 10 times better on the floor or using the wedge, okay? But as a block, it's quite hard to make the beginning a bit short, okay? Here. Good. One more. What you can do is you can make a bit of a T shape, okay? So what happens is the hand that's closest to your front foot, so the same hand, makes this shape. So it does I'm trying to think, it does that, okay? So like that. This other hand goes like that and makes a T, okay? So on here, it'll go like that or a bit further, okay? That's kind of part of the aim. It's meant to be really helpful to push. Okay, I might not do that. Some people can do that. It's a good technique anyway. So here, like that. Okay. Now let's use the wedge as a wedge. So let's move this way slightly. The wedge. Yeah. Okay. So on the wedge, I'm just basically going to do a rebound, okay, so, or a hurdle step, where you take off 2 feet and you go 1, 2, okay? Again, same sort of thing, okay? This is helpful if you've got something like this to get the push. So there. Okay, again, it's hard on hard ground. Do it with a little bit of run up, which of course is easier, and a rebound. Not rebound, hurdle step. So run. I say run, I'm not really running. This might be really disgusting on the floor because it's really hard to push. Off your hands, land on your feet, and make sure you've got that gap. Good, one more. Your aim from your round off as you finish, both feet in front, of course, leaning back, so here, like that. Prep for when we do round flex. Good. Okay, so that is our round offs. Oh, still up too quick. So, what we're going to do is, so, what we're going to to do is we're going to do some variations of our cartwheel now, okay? So we're going to be doing stuff on our knees, landing on our knees, starting on our knees, stuff like that, okay? So to start off with, we just do cartwheel down to one knee, okay? So cartwheel to there, okay? It's pretty simple, okay? First foot lands, bend, put the other foot down, okay? That's all it is. Make it look pretty, of course. Like that, okay? So you can have foot pointed underneath like that, okay? Now, we'll try, well, we can do it again, okay? Try and slow it down a little bit, okay? Make it look prettier. Like that, okay? One more. Like that. Okay, so that is one thing we can do. So now we're going to be doing something, we're going to go from our knees to do a cartwheel, okay? So you can do this starting off, so you can use the block and you are on your knee on the block, okay? But here, like that, okay? This is also a really good thing to get your front leg more powerful when you're learning your free cartwheels, okay? It's like a leg exercise. Good. Again. Good, I'll do one more. Good. Okay. So now we've done it to one knee. We're going to do the next thing. Okay, I would start off with especially, I would grab, if you've got a little crash mat, I'd grab a crash mat. If you have pillows, make sure you've got a lot of pillows down, something like that, okay? Because your aim is now, you're going to go cartwheel, kind of turn to handstand and lower yourself down to your knees. That doesn't always happen, trust me, I just attempted it. Didn't work out very well. So, slow down, okay? This is slightly more advanced, okay? So unless you are super happy with what you can do, then I wouldn't do this. Like that, okay? As you can see, there's a reason why I've got this crash mat here, okay? So it's kind of like a cartwheel into a kind of quarter turn handstand pirouette thing, down to your knees. Okay, again, you've got to learn to control it down. As you can tell by the massive slam, I'm not controlling it as well as I would hope. That was better. Okay, so that is your kind of cartwheel to your knees. Okay, now, what's the next thing I've got written down? I can't remember. Right, okay, so the next one we're going to do, we're going to try and merge those together. So we're going to go from cartwheel, from here, to finishing in cartwheel, okay? But ignore me. We're going to do cartwheel from our knees to finish in on our knees, okay? But like a proper cartwheel still. So here, like that, okay? And again, look, we're just falling over. Good. And again. Do one more. Like that. Okay, so that is onto your knees. Now, we're going to try, emphasis on try and go from our knees into the cartwheel, down to both ankles. Okay? I'll have a go, and we'll see what happens. more things that you can do, okay, before we work on the hard, like kind of floor cartwheels, is there's two different ones. You could do a cartwheel and switch legs. So there, like that. Okay, so one leg stays up and the other leg kind of does all the work. Like that. Okay, one more. Okay, however, it can look a little bit scruffy. It's not the prettiest move in the world, but it's another skill you can kind of check off and you go, yeah, if somebody asked me to do it, I could do it, okay? So, here, switch. Oh, that was a bit quick actually, let's do a bit slower. Like that, okay? Another one is cartwheel, step, step, okay? So, I'll just do one with one step. Like that. Okay. This one can be quite hard as well because you kind of got to do a handstand in the middle of it. Good. One more. Good. Okay. So that's just some more advanced things you could do. With now we're going to move on to the really advanced kind of floor skills for your cartwheels. I think I can't remember what I've written down. It's all there and I can't read it. So there is two that I would class as more dancey, and if I was like choreographing a floor routine or something like that, I would put this in. And of course, I am not a dance teacher, but I do choreograph gymnastics floor routines. So this is something that I would put in, and I have done. So there is two different things you can do. You can do a cartwheel where you go kind of near headstand, and then you can do a cartwheel on your elbows as well. Okay, so these can take a while to achieve, and you can do them in many different ways, but I'm just going to show you like the basic way to do it today. So start off with, we'll do the head one. So you can either start legs like this, or one leg like this. I prefer with the headstand one to start like this, okay, because it's quite hard to get to the floor when you're here. Okay, so I would start on my knees, okay? You want to imagine you're starting your cartwheel with one leg in front of the other, so I've got one knee in front of the other. Your hands will go here, okay? Your legs will go straddle, and you finish in some sort of, either like this, or you can finish in, I'm trying to think how you finish now, or you finish on your knees, but I think I'm going to try and finish like this. So here, okay, you can put your toes underneath to kind of give you that kick, okay? Kick up as hard as you can. You control it halfway through, and then you finish, okay? So here, like that, okay? That wasn't so pretty, but that was like my first attempt in like God knows how long, okay? And again. Okay, good, one more. Difficult to kind of control naturally onto your head, but that is something that we can do, okay? So that is your headstand one. I'm sure yours can be 10 times prettier than mine. Mine aren't really that pretty, but there you go. So what we're going to do is we're now going to work on the elbow one. This one I put in a full routine about, oh God, January time, I think it was, January, February, and it took the gymnast a while to get. Okay, she's an advanced gymnast, she can do round foot tap backs and stuff like that. She's a very advanced gymnast and very sassy, okay? So this went into the floor routine. But yeah, she struggles. It took her about an hour or so just to get this single skill, and it was part of the dance. It wasn't even an actual skill. So, you're going to start like this. Then what's going to happen, you go like that, into it, okay? You go onto your elbows. Again, when you're in it, it's kind of making a triangle like this. I can't see myself, and I think it stopped. No, it hasn't. It came up with like 20%. Watch out. So I'll put it on once I finish this bit. So, yep, I'm going kind of like a triangle thing, and you finish, I think, in this position as well. I can't really remember until I do it. So, here goes nothing. We'll have a go, see what happens, okay? So you're going to start there. Like that. We'll finish like this, actually. Everything finishes like this today. Okay, so you need a lot more power with this, especially with the like headstand one's kind of been a little bit easier because you can use your hands to push. When you're on the elbows, you can't. Okay, so I'm sure this will look 10 times better. This will look 10 times better from you guys, but there you go, it's just something, a little added fun you can have at home. Oh, it can be tiring though. Oh, sheesh. Right. Like that, okay. They are your floor cartwheels. These are kind of just some added extras, dance type things. So if you do any sort of dance, you can add those in, as well as any of the other kind of cartwheels or rolls and stuff that we've done in previous videos. So, yeah, you guys can work on those at home, and I'm sure we've got plenty more carrying on that I haven't. So now we're going to work on some connections. Okay, so this is just the end of this video. We're going to work on some linking. We're going to work on different directions, different forms of that. We've already worked on doing like from your knee, landing on your knee, stuff like that. But we're going to just work on some simple stuff that we can link with it. Because the cartwheel is really important for us to work on any sort of tumbling. It's when you first get into it, that's what helps you, okay? It links to, of course, a round off. It works to a free cartwheel. Also, cartwheel's a really good thing to ease yourself into it, okay? So it's really helpful because normally, like, the beginning part of a tumbling pass or just kind of linking skills is really, really helpful for you, okay? So it's normally at the front, and it's really important to link to more stuff. So, for example, we're going to work on like cartwheel, cartwheel round off, stuff like that, okay? But we will get to a point of doing like cartwheel flip, okay? Which I don't want you guys to attempt at home. I am just going to show you a cartwheel flick just to show you that it can link onto that. And when you're working on stuff at home, what you do is when you're working on stuff at home, or even when you're in the gym or you're in training or your classes, whatever, and you eventually can do a flick, you will link cartwheel flick, because eventually it will lead to cartwheel flick layout, to cartwheel flick tap back, to so many different things. And also, for those who are gymnasts and maybe do stuff on the beam, a cartwheel link into something really helpful for dismounts, because you're most likely to do a cartwheel tap back or a cartwheel straight back or something like that, okay? So cartwheel's really, really important. So to start off with, we're going to do cartwheel, but travelling in one direction, okay? Some of you might find this really easy. You might do a quarter turn one, you might do side to side, you can link whatever you like, okay? So I'm going to do like a quarter turn, then I'm going to do side to side, and then I'll merge them together, okay? So quarter turn works like this. Like that, okay? I've gone out of video. Okay, now we're going to work on side to side. Again, focus on one spot, try and spot it when you come back up, okay? Okay, I'm going to do a better one than that. I'm already dizzy. I'm going to do a better one than that, just because it wasn't linked very well, because I was a bit unstable, okay? So again. Like that. Okay, so we are very dizzy already. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on linking stuff together, okay? So I'm going to do a quarter turn into maybe a side to side now. Like that. Okay, so that's just kind of travelling one direction, cartwheel links, okay? So now we're going to do cartwheel, where you go one way and then you come back on yourself, okay? I'm just going to have a minute because I'm dizzy and you will be dizzy too. Okay, so I'm going to do, normally I think this only works for a quarter turn cartwheel, okay? So you could do side to side, but you have to be good on both legs. Okay, so you'll have to go cartwheel this way, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something we do on one foot, okay? This is really helpful when you're doing it on a beam. If you ever or on a bench. You go cartwheel, land, swing your foot through, and cartwheel, okay? So let me show it linked together. Let's go again. That's it. Like that, okay? And again. Like that, okay? So dizzy. So that is cartwheel on the same spot. What you can do now, okay, is, pretty sure I know what it is. Yes, so you can do these, right, you can do these doing cartwheel round off in a long line. You can do cartwheel round off coming back on each other. I'm not going to do those because I'm dizzy and there's loads I've got to film, okay? So those 2 or those 4, for example, are all done. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you cartwheel into a backward roll, which again could be go backward roll front support, backward roll handstand, okay? So I'll start here, cartwheel, like that, okay? So that's just something that you can link together, okay? I'll do it one more time. Okay, so that is our cartwheel backward roll. Now, you could do cartwheel backward roll front support, cartwheel backward roll handstand, but I'm just showing you the basics for now. So now, pardon me, right, that was a yawn by the way. What we're going to do now is we're going to do forward roll into cartwheel, okay? So this is where like on your knees is quite important. Here, like that, okay? One more time. Cartwheel, forward roll, cartwheel. Like that. This bit, I'm going to do cartwheels for my knee and then back up. So I'm going to do this long ways and then I'm going to do it back on itself as well. So like that. Okay, so that's just kind of one way you can do it. I'm going to do it again. Good. Okay, so now back on itself. But this time, because it's a good leg, a bad leg, I'll have to change my leg round for the first one. So I have to go like that. Okay, unless you're good on both legs. Okay, but then again, a few more versions of your cartwheels. That's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please let us know and send in as many videos and photos as you can. And hopefully see you all soon. Bye!